Hello, and welcome back to the onboarding series of videos for Workshop Software customers. Today, what we're going to discuss is a feature of the Gold subscription, which is the online booking diary or the public booking diary. Before we actually go into exactly how to work with the public booking diary, there are probably a few things which need to be clarified and ensured that everything is going to work correctly for you. The first of those are going to be your labor products. So if we come in here and we look at our labor products, what we have are two particular ones. One is called repair labor and the other one is called service labor. When you are setting up the online booking diary, you need to define whether or not the job that you are offering to your customer base on an online basis is either going to be a repair job or a service job. All right, and that's going to be very important for you. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to come in and look at the public booking diary itself in the terms of the setup. We come into the public booking diary, here it is. This is your URL. So every workshop that has access to the public booking diary has a personalized URL. And as we can see, this is the one for Smarts Garage right up here. All right, I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it in here into your web browser. Okay, this is the same as what would happen if you had pasted this into your website with a widget, or if you'd put it on your Facebook page or any of your social media pages. All right, so this is going to be the link directly to the booking diary. So if we click on that, I'll go there. And this is what the public booking diary looks like at the moment. All right, so this recording is being done on a Wednesday, so it's showing me my calendar or my diary for the week: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're open on Saturday mornings, and if you wanted to go to the next week, then you would have the next week, and so on. Right, so you can move that around, or your customers can move that around, right, when they're actually doing a public booking diary. So if we come back into here, and we look, we have the appointment types. So these are the services which you are offering to your customers on the web or through your Facebook page. I'm going to look at auto electrical repair for a moment, all right, and we're going to look at the criteria of that particular product. We come in here. We're offering an auto electrical repair. All right, it's not more defined than simply that it's an auto electrical repair. We estimate that the time for that job would be 2.5 hours. All right, and we're using the repair labor code right in here. It is not a warrant of fitness item, which is the New Zealand option. It is not a service item, and it's not a plate renewal item. So we save that. Okay, we can come in and make as many of these as we like. All right, so if I came in here, for example, and I said that this was going to be a brake repair, I could classify that like that. And again, once again, I'm going to use repair labor as the labor code that we want. Click on the blue code. There it is. Again, it is none of these particular items. So we assume that a brake repair may take two hours. So I'll save that like that. All right. And as you can see, you can add as many of these as you'd like simply by coming in here and adding a third one, for example. And this is going to be a tire replacement, for example. There we have it. Once again, it's repair labor. Click on that. None of these things, right? We assume that that would probably take possibly an hour. So we'll save that. Now, if you're going to offer service work, right, we may come in here, click on that and go that this is going to be an A service, for example. There we go. And in this particular instance, we would use service labor as the labor item. And that may take 1.75 hours as an example. And we want that to trigger a service reminder for the customer. All right. It will do that by virtue of the fact that it is service labor. All right. And so when this work is done, it will trigger a service reminder in the next service interval, which is available for that vehicle. So there we go. And I could come in, create another one, and I might call that a minor service. Once again, I'm going to come in and go, it may take an hour and a quarter. And once again, it's also service labor. All right, so there we have it. It is a service item. And there we go, like that. All right. You can put in as many of these appointment types as you would like, depending on the services you would like to offer your customers. And when we set up a online booking, right, I will show you that the customer can actually put notes into that so that they can clarify exactly what they believe is wrong with their car or exactly what they would like you to look at. All right. So the next option that we have, all right, is the booking settings for the online booking diary. All right. So we can turn around. We have several different options, right? We can leave the schedule of booking hours at no, and we would say that the booking diary is full at 100%. Okay. Or if you don't want your customer base to access all of your calendar, you may turn around and say that the booking diary is full at 80%, for example, or 50%, right? If you have already booked in works, right, and you generally have a lot of already booked in works, then you may not want to create a scenario where people can overbook the diary, all right? So you have the option of how you would like to represent that. All right. The other option that you have is to turn around here and say that you will only allow public bookings for perhaps 2 hours out of every day. All right. Which again is an option that you have. All right. If I leave that here at 8 hours, okay, that enables people to access the calendar all the way through for the whole day. All right. So I'm going to turn that back off. The next option is to send a link in the reminders. By turning on the link in reminders, what that will do is when a service reminder goes out to a customer, there will be a link to the online booking page, and that customer will then be allowed to go into the online booking diary and set up an appointment for their vehicle to be serviced or repaired. All right, now the next thing that you have is the option to apply branding to the page. What you can do is come in here and apply your logo in here. If I come in here and use the Smarts logo, that puts that in there, and that will show up on your booking page. And also, you can brand your online booking diary as per the colors for your particular website or your business, right? And that's how you would come in here and simply choose the color that you want. If you speak to your website designer or your website designer, and you give them the color, you ask them for the color or the Pantone set for your branding, right? They should be able to give you those colors, and then you can come in here and change the colors, and that will apply itself to the online booking diary. So we're going to save all the changes that we've made here, and we're going to actually start the process of doing an online booking. So if I grab the URL, I'm going to copy that URL. I'm going to open a new web page. There we have it. And now I can see my booking diary. So up here, your customer will actually be able to choose the appointment they would like in a service, an auto electrical repair, brake repair, minor service, a tire replacement, whatever. In this instance, we're going to use an auto electrical repair, and the customer would enter their details. In this particular instance, we're going to use Bill Withers. All right, and we have Bill Withers' phone number, which is 0416-782-139. All right, they have to put in their preferred method of contact. In this instance, we're going to use email. All right, and then you would have their email address. There we have it. All right, and the next details we need are what type of vehicle they have. In this case, we're going to use an SUV. And it's a Subaru Forester. And we'll need the rego number as well. In the particular instance of Mr. Withers, his rego number is XZY879. And he is going to ask for a booking on Friday the 2nd. So we click on that. This is the message. This is the screen that they will see that the request has been sent, and they will receive a text or an email when the booking is confirmed. What we'll do now is return back to Workshop Software. And if we come back into there. Hold on a second. We go back into Workshop Software. And if we go back to the dashboard, what we will see is that there is currently one booking request pending approval. Click here to continue. So I'll click on that. And here we have the request. So right, it's an auto electrical repair for Bill Withers, right? There is contact details. If we want to look at that booking request, we come in here. All right, and there's the information that we have. It's an SUV, Subaru Forester. All right, as we can see, it is an existing vehicle, and Bill Withers is an existing customer. We have all the details. So if we want to, we can call Mr. Withers and find out exactly what the story is with his vehicle, and find out exactly what the requirements are for the electrical repair. Where this benefits the workshop is that while this is relatively generic insofar as it's saying that it's an auto electrical repair, the workshop can call the customer and get a little bit more detail if the customer hasn't provided any detail, and they can then turn around and determine whether or not that is, in point of fact, going to fit within the period of time that has been allocated to an auto electrical repair. It may turn out, after speaking to the customer, that the job is going to take longer or the job is going to take less time. All right. So the requested date is the 2nd of July. And what we're going to do is go here and go into the 2nd of July and say, all right, we've spoken to the customer, right? We're asking the customer to bring his car in at 11 a.m., all right, for that work, all right? And we can actually allocate it to a mechanic at the same time. So our auto electrician is Mike, the Sparky, all right? We are going to allocate that work to Michael, and we're going to come in here and approve, right, this booking. You will have automatically the email which goes out to the customer. This will take Bill Withers' name from the database. It will take out Subaru Forester for an auto electrical repair confirmed for the 2nd of July, right? You would have in this particular template, you would have put in your telephone number and also the company name for your business, right? This is all in a template, which is on the messages page down near the bottom. All right, we're going to go send that off. All right, and now that's all been taken care of. The customer has been notified by email that his request has been approved. All right, and this is now going to be in the booking diary. So if we come into July 2nd, what we will do is come in here. There we have it. And there is Mr. Withers' booking for Mike the Sparky at 11 o'clock in the morning. There are the details for the vehicle. There's the detail of what needs to happen. And the estimated time is to be 2.5 hours, right? From there, this is basically you now have a booking in your diary, and this is going to follow the same process as any other booking in the diary. You actually can come in, start the job when the vehicle shows up, apply parts to it, and so on and so forth. Thank you very much for watching. This is how you actually use the online booking diary, which is a very powerful feature in Workshop software, and it should very much help you to increase customer retention and also generate much more business for the workshop without necessarily having to spend a lot of effort doing it. Thank you.